char look pretty cool. Although those shoulders are kind of weird. They're like doves or something, or maybe they're ravens. I don't know. Well, they're pretty cool too. Pretty cool. Alright, let's talk to the bartender that's either drunk or he's posing for a glamour shot.
Hey.
We're all sure it's Scarlet who was in here. Did you hear the char by the well? The crackle of magic creates a steady hum around the door. It's locked and the threat is clear. Decide best to approach it. Okay, that was easy enough.
All clear.
Can you tell? Is it really Scarlet's room? What? Scruffy, come, stand guard. Come on, Bram, get in here.
Looks like the villagers were right. Scarlet was here.
The dust in here is thick, and these plants are all but dead. She definitely hasn't been here in a long time. Look, look, look! This is a historical find!
Careful now. You'll pop a gasket.
She hasn't been here in a very long time. This, oh, and that, great Clark!
Language.
Sorry, I didn't know you spoke Eton.
What is this?
What do you say we break open some of these crates? One good whack with my mace and...
No! Be careful. You could destroy something extremely valuable.
We should probably report this find to somebody. Ellen Keel, perhaps?
No, are you crazy? You can't tell anybody. They'd come and take it all away. I need time.
What do you need time for? You don't need to be digging in this old junk.
It is not junk.
Scarlet's dead. Let's let sleeping dragons lie.
I found something interesting over here. Come and see.
Look at this
At
book
least now
and
we
then
know
tell
where
me
she
what
got
you
the
think.
inspiration for
Okay.
that weird hairdo.
The Nature of Dragons by Ogden Stonehealer. Or should I say the dragons of nature? Yes. Dragons have long been thought to be as much part of Tyria as the sun, moon, land, and seas. No one, not even the dwarves, know how long they've been here. Oh my.
She must have been young when she was here. It looks like she was still a student.
I will have a more distinct conclusion later, but my preliminary assessment is that, yes, we're seeing remnants of her early years.
Look at this. How long ago would you say Scarlet was here? It looks like she was already studying ley lines.
Not surprising. She was well ahead of her peers. We Asura have been studying them for decades.
But you didn't know much about them.
They are elusive.
Is this what I think it is? It looks like ley lines. What do you think?
This hand-drawn image is more symbolic than literal. It shows the world as a machine. The pale tree sits at its heart. Okay. Though crude, it's strangely beautiful, don't you agree? Do you think Scarlet made it? Maybe. It looks like it represents Tyria. If you're Salvari, the pale tree is at the center. Didn't I hear that Scarlet strangled the pale tree in some vision she had?
Do you think she was evil back then?
She was misunderstood.
She had to have always been evil. You don't suddenly turn evil overnight.
What about the branded? They did. They got corrupted.
Good point.
Hey, watch it with that tail.
Tammy's got a little
It's a
limp.
steam minotaur!
Ow! Do you mind?
Inside voice, please, Tiny.
Timmy, you sound like a harpy.
Yeah, but did you see?
I see.
You're not even looking!
Oh boy. Do you see it? Do you see? It's a steam minotaur. I see. Oh boy. I suppose I have to inspect it. Okay. I already talked to her. Talked to her again, huh? No. Well, I have to admit, I'm a bit disappointed. The steam creature is crude at best. Look at the way its gears are seated and the primitive configuration of its mechamagical structure. Yes, I see. You must remember that it was her early work. But I was making golems like this when I was still a toddler. She is a Sylvari, we are Asura. There are inherent differences, you know. I suppose she gets some credit because she never was a toddler.
No one's ever going to be able to decipher Scarlet's chicken scratchings. What is all this Asuran googly mook anyway? These symbols and things make me nervous.
Those are alchemagical symbols. I'm not exactly sure what they mean either, but I'll figure it out with time.
This looks like it was her diary. Take a look and tell me what you think. Okay, a diary. Oh boy, oh boy. Where's the diary? Oh, right here. Well, it's open, so. Dear Diary, writing longhand is for the birds. I've discovered a device of Assyrian origin that will allow me to record my journal from this point forward. This will be my last entry as an ink-splattering student. Starting tomorrow, I am a researcher, an engineer, and a visionary. I confess to a mixture of fear and excitement. I believe I found one of these mystical ley lines, and if I can study it, well, my understanding of Tyria's inner workings will increase in leaps of bounds.
I think it's time to go.
Yeah,
Got
that's
more important things to do.
You do, maybe, but I don't. This is the biggest day of my life. Look at all this Scarlet paraphernalia.
I agree with Bram.
You would. Look, you guys can go, but I'm not leaving. I need to document all this. I can use this to write the thesis that will make me famous.
I don't know.
She'll be okay. She's in a village. She's got her golem.
I guess it'll be okay. We'll be back for you later, Squeak. If you run into any trouble, find a Zephyrite. They can be trusted.
I will. Now stop worrying and let me get to work.
Let's get out of here, Bram. Between the dust and the weirdness, I'm done.
You be careful, kid. We'll be back later.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Tiny, stay out of trouble. We'll be back soon.
Oh. Okay, I get to talk to her again anyways, okay. Hang on a second. There's mention here of a miner who found the ley line hub that Scarlet was looking for. I wonder if she's still here. Maybe you could go see. She's a Norn named Tosca. What are you going to do? I'm staying here. Do you realize the historical significance of this find? Not to mention the salvage rights. I'll be writing papers, treatises, and dissertations on, okay, till I'm late, 80. I'd stay and be a co-author, but I have more pressing matters. Perfectly acceptable. While I'm disappointed not to have a name such as yours tied to my research, I'm confident that I can handle this on my own. Appreciate the offer. Okay.
Scruffy, I need my supplies.
Alright.
Oh, oh.
A lot of jibber jabber on that part of the quest or whatever. Alright, so we gotta go out west. Oh, what do I get? What's the good stuff here? Salvage stuff. A lock picks, stuff that I just don't know. Deluxe gearbox, that sounds good.
I knew I'd achieve this.
Well, bam! Ooh, I'm to the... Ooh, I completed an episode. Nice, nice. I don't know, every time I've tried to open anything with Scarlet's, it's killed me or exploded.
This is a find.
Okay. So should I even open this Scarlet's box of thing, or should I wait? I don't know. Maybe that's part of the... when I go back to Scarlet's room, maybe?
Timey? Timey, are you here? Timey?
They're
Glad
here.
that's over.
I'm okay. Scruffy protected me. Are you all okay?
Oh. Yeah, we're okay too.
Everything started to shake. I barely had time to get into Scruffy.
Is she okay, Bram?
Yeah, she's okay. She hid in her golem.
I didn't hide. I was collecting important data.
Uh-huh.
Did I hear you say Timey's okay?
I'm fine. Collie.
What's happening?
Mordor moth?
Raises the stakes to a whole new level of awful, doesn't it?
Why'd she hiccup?
Gods, we need a plan. What are we gonna
She
do?
drinking? Are you drinking, Casimir? Oh, oh. You really think all these vines are related to Modermoth? Lots of talking today. For the record, I agree that this is Mordramoth's doing. It all started with Scarlet. We need to understand her. Did you see her voice recorder, her books and papers? I'm just glad you're okay. What have you learned here? Lots of things, like Scarlet started with steam creatures, then graduated to Aether and watchwork. She released a bunch of the steam creatures into the wild. Oh, and she killed Omad. Killed Omad. He was her last mentor. He experimented on her with his mind-winding device, and that's when she saw the eternal alchemy, or what she thought was it. So she killed him for it. No, she killed him because once he realized his device worked, he started looking at her like she was a lab rat, not like an assistant or student. He was going to experiment more on her, I see, but surely Omad wouldn't have hurt her. Historically speaking, previous generations of Asura, including Omad's, view the Savari as a normal to be studied. When the first Savari arrived, many were victimized in the interest of arcane knowledge. Ooh. Yeah. So we were not too nice to them, huh? Actually, I do. Based on Scarlet's writings and her holographic recorder over there, I've come up with a theory. I think that's the representation of her vision. Her mentor, Omad, made a device that opened the mind. When she tried it, she had a vision. At the center is a symbol I've seen used to represent the pale tree. Yes, she claimed that she had seen the eternal alchemy during the vision. The symmetrical elements in the drawing and the pale tree at the center lead me to that conclusion. Why the pale tree? In her vision, she saw the pale tree attacked by a thorn vine. She described it as doing terrible damage to the pale tree. That sounds terrible. Did it bother her? It pleased her. She even grew some thorny vines to strangle Omad. The peril with the vines from her vision is not lost on me. What about the ley lines? Have you learned anything new? The most interesting thing of all, Scarlet theorized that our waypoint positionings coincides with the locations of the most powerful ley lines. Was she right? Likely, but not yet confirmed. I need to do more research. I need to better understand the elements that drew her to that conclusion. Fascinating. I'm 6 feet tall.
So, were you able to figure out what Scarlet was doing here?
She was studying ley lines, but I don't.
Hold on.
Oh my! What's happening?
Hey, come look at this. There's a passage behind this bookshelf.
Oh,
What?
great.
Get out of my way. Let me see.
Settle down. Let the boss go in first.
All right, but hurry up.
Come on, Frostbite, let's go.
Am I the boss? I guess I'm the boss. I have to go in first. I never wanted to be the boss. Oh boy. Are they gonna follow me? I guess not. Now they are. Okay, good, good.